All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Forest Acres, South Carolina for the 19th annual Forest Acres Classic. My name is Alex Ross. Excuse my voice. I'm a little raspy from all the pollen and the allergies in the air as of late, but I'll be your play-by-play announcer and taking you through 4 straight days of baseball here at AC Flora High School. So, quickly about me, my name is, as I said, Alex Ross. I'm a senior at the University of South Carolina studying broadcast journalism, wanting to do play-by-play full-time in the future. So, yeah, 4 straight days of baseball. Check it out all right here, Definite Fiction. I know there probably is going to be a couple of radio teams doing their own team, but if you want to watch some live action, we got a feed, you got me, you got 4 straight days of baseball. It's going to be a blast, having a lot of fun. Just a quick note about this channel. We are Definite Fiction. It is run by my main man, Jeff Rhodes. Jeff is a lawyer at TM Floyd & Company, so he's not going to be here for around half of the games, including today, including the start of the day. So camera really won't move. It's to be a stagnant shot. So I'm doing all the games kind of a radio style, meaning very descriptive. You basically don't have to watch to know what's happening, but obviously there's a feed right there. So come tune in, come watch. It's going to be a great time here at AC Flora High School over the next 4 days, and between a lot of great teams and a lot of good baseball, hopefully. So first game, I'm sure you're all aware if you're here, it's the Airport Eagles and the Dorman Cavaliers. Airport just making the short drive over here at AC Flora, while Dorman coming all the way from Roebuck in South Carolina up in the upstate. We're excited to have Dorman here, our new team, Airport. They are back again after last year going 2-2, finishing 5th in the tournament. They're now looking for a first place finish and what probably could prove to be the tougher side of this little tournament. I want to break it down quickly to see how this works. We'll do all of these 4 games. You're going to be a regular watcher. You'll have to excuse me for this first day. So 2 brackets. There's 4 teams on each side. AC Flora is going to be on Bracket A. They're with Brooklyn, Casey, Dutch Fork, and the Miller School up in Virginia. In Bracket B, what you're looking at right now, it's the Dorman Cavaliers, the Airport Eagles. Then the later game, you're going to be the River Bluff Gators and the Oceanside Collegiate Land Sharks. So what's going to happen is you're going to have 3 days of just straight region play, or kind of bracket play, if you will. It's a little round-robin style. Dorman will play Airport, they'll play River Bluff, and they'll play Oceanside Collegiate, and such as such with everybody else. So they'll play round robin. Winners of that round robin, and I'm pretty sure the tiebreakers run differential if that comes into play. But the winners will play on Thursday in the championship game. So four games each day. Last game will have there's to be 3 games. Will be like a 5th place game, 3rd place game, and a first place games. Again, quick breakdown. For the region play, or the bracket play, if you will, every game will start here at 11 o'clock, and it's going to run. Last game will start at 8 o'clock. AC Flora will hold down that 8 o'clock spot, being the host team, all 3 days. And then on Thursday, it's championship day. So first game will be at 9, next game will be at 11:30, and the championship will be at 3, or I think 2, one or the other. Either way, should be a lot of fun. Looking to ground, again, 19th annual Forest Acres Classic champion here. It's going to be put on everything by AC Flora. You're going to see those. We have 2 scorecards. It's sponsored by the Richland 215. They're a Legion team that I covered this past off season, so you'll hear a lot about them, as well as the Big Red Box Company. They're a fencing company, or not Big Red Box, excuse me. Or I think it is Big Red Box, but also the Greg Rame and his fencing company. We'll talk about all of that going into the season. But yeah, we're talking about Big Red Box, the dumpster company by Chris Dorsey. He is sponsoring this whole Forest Acres Classic, so I'll be talking about them a little here and there, and looking forward to keeping you guys updated. I mean, I've covered both for forever. I don't have exactly what to read on screen, so you're going to have to bear with me as I'm going to basically tell you about these things. Forest Acres Classic put on by Coach Andy Howlett. He is the coach of the AC Flora Falcons, and so you'll hear a lot of him in that 4th game if you choose to stick around all day. But welcome if you're tuning in either from Columbia, the other side of the airport, or you're tuning in all the way from the upstate in Dorman. We are more than happy to have you here on Definite Fiction. Dorman will be the designated home team, and Airport will be the road team. Dorman Cavaliers will go quickly around the diamond. Braden Parton, he starts on the mound. In the battery with him, it's Walker Jackson at first base, Jackson Wyatt at second base, playing 4, Clay Crosley. Number 5, the 3rd baseman, Campbell Whitner. At shortstop, it's Colton Earnhardt. Ian Thomas is in left, Jackson Pruitt in center, and Wyatt Lunsford is in right. Leading off for the Airport Eagles, it's going to be Hunter Epps. So you have to bear with me in the beginning. I'm going to get used to this. I have a score bug with me, meaning you're going to see all of that stuff on that bottom left-hand corner change. I'm going to do what I can. But if I'm behind a little bit, excuse me, I'm going to try to keep everything up and running, and I'll try to get you guys pitch counts when I can on Game Changer. Leading off for Airport, as I said, Hunter Epps. Hunter coming in with a nice 350 average here on the year, and he smacks one to left field. Going to be a tough play for Thomas. Well, it looked like he was tough. He kind of stood there in his ground, and then comes a couple steps in and makes the out. And I can barely talk about Hunter before it's one down here in the first. There's that out button. All right, second up to bat, the second hole, the two-hole hitter. You got to give me a break here. Miller Harrelson. Harrelson coming in at Airport, the left-handed hitter. He's facing the righty on the mound, Braden Parton. Parton, first pitch to him, catches the outside part of the zone, strike one. Miller has been one of the biggest jumps on this Airport team from last year. Hitting 155 last year, up now about 370 or 364 coming in this season. He's been a phenomenal player for Airport. I don't know if I'm going to count, but it's 1-1. I may not do that, but I'm going to say it a lot. Parton coming quickly. That curveball stays outside. Now it's 2-1. So the scoreboard is not up yet. We'll see if they get that up as soon as we possibly can. But obviously it'll be on stream for me, y'all. That third pitch, the 2-1, is going to be low for ball number 3. Now Harrelson has a path to first base, looking to be the first base runner here in these 4 games of action. Parton, the righty, wheels, comes home. That ball crushed right down the right field line, going over once for that's going to get down for a base hit. Harrelson's going to take the hard turn at first, but he'll stay there. Lunsford does a great job to get it in, and the first base runner of the day is aboard for the Airport Eagles.
Stepping to the plate for Airport, the first baseman, number 8, Cam Atkins.
So as you heard, Cam Atkins will be the 3-hole hitter. I'm trying to get this whole stream deck down, so give me 1 second. We're on first. Oh, there's not 2 outs. There's only 1. Excuse me. I can excuse my voice. It's a little raspy today. First pitch to him, strike 1, right down Broadway against Atkins. A little windy here across the diamond. Looks like I think it's coming in from that left center side. So we'll see if the balls get batted down in the wind if they make it to the outfield. It's a pickoff attempt from Parton at first. Harrelson gets back safely. So Cam Atkins, a 3-hole hitter, coming off a 1-for-2 performance in his last game. Looking to drive in another one. That ball's clapped in the left center field, going back, turning around. He can't make the play as Thomas. Harrelson's digging for 3. They're going to stop him at 3 as Dorman does a great job to get it in, but a 1-out double for Atkins. And the Eagles flying here early, putting the pressure on the Cavaliers.
Number 11, the right fielder, Shane Hanna.
So that'll bring up Shane Hanna here for the Eagles. You can hear the PA announcer. Don't worry, I'll reiterate him for the next 4 days, so don't get tired of that. Hanna, it's going to be righty on righty here as Hanna's looking to drive in what would be his 11th and maybe 12th RBIs here for the Eagles. Parton coming set, and on second and third, 1 out. First pitch to Hanna. That curveball stays high for ball 1. This is Parton's 6th start of the year. He played in his last series in game 1, took the loss in 3 1/3 inning with 4 hits and 3 earned runs. Parton looking to bounce back here, but the Eagles applying pressure here early. It's second and third, 1 out. Second pitch to him, fouled off by Hanna. Looked like he tried to throw the heat by him. So it's going to be 1-1 the count. It's a little windy here and does not bode well for me and all my papers here since I don't really have them out in the press box, but we'll make it work. Again, that ball hit by Atkins to left was a hard hit. It may have got batted down in the wind just slightly. 1-1 the pitch, high heat. Great job by Jackson behind the dish to keep it in front. Ball is going to go to the backstop, and we would assume to see Miller Harrelson come to the plate. Instead, Great play by Jackson keeps this game scoreless with 1 out in the top of the first. Now, next pitch to him. Fastball outside, ball 3. There, first base is open. And Hanna has 13 walks. He leads the Airport Eagles in walks. If it gets that far, it's Bryce Jackson, the catcher, on deck. So 3-1. Parton has 12 walks this year, looking for number 13, and unfortunately he hits it, and he will load the bases on 5.
Stepping to the plate for Airport, number 19, the catcher, Bryce Jackson.
All right. So my bad, there's 1 out. I don't know, I thought I reset that. I guess I did not, but there's 1 out here in the top of the first. Bases are juiced for the catcher for Airport, Bryce Jackson. Yeah, this is a beautiful day in the Midlands. The only day we're getting threatened by the weather is going to be on Wednesday. Should be some morning showers, but I'm assuming the afternoon looks pretty nice. So if we can just get through those morning showers, we should be able to get all 4 games in. I would assume we're going to put the tarp out that morning and just try to play and survive with all these teams, including Dorman and Miller, coming down. I would doubt they're going to go back home, especially Miller. So probably going to try to get these 4 games in, or 4 days of games in 4 days. Well, it's 0-0, 1 out. Bases juice for Bryce Jackson. The first breaking ball catches the inside part of the zone. Strike 1. Bryce, the Francis Marion commit behind the dish at catcher, hitting .381. It's a right-hand pitcher on a right-hand batter. In the top of the first inning here of the Forest Acres Classic. Next pitch, low and away, ball 1. Good job by Walker Jackson behind the dish to keep it in front. Dorman, corners playing in, second base covering second, shortstop in his negro position. Next pitch, fastball, be fouled straight back. Now 1-2. Parton looking for a big out here. It's early in this contest, but this could set the tone for the rest of the game here for Dorman, who've come in really struggling. This team was expected to be one of the best teams in the state. They're a little rocky. They're only just above 500. Next pitch, low inside. Good looking, strike 3. Price watched it go by. And Parton has a massive second out. And there are now 2 gone. Parton thought it was inside. It did not go. Yeah, so as I said, Dorman comes in at 7-6 into this game. They went 6-6 in March, excuse me. And now they have 2 gone here with the bases still juiced. Now for Bryce Gillette. Parton, righty on righty, greets him. Fastball way outside for ball 1 in the left-handed batter's box. Bryce comes in with 13 RBIs and a homer. He could unload the bases right here against Parton. 1-0 coming home. Parton, that ball skied to the right side, foul ball. Parton has given up 9 earned runs on 16 2/3 inning this year. He's been one of the main men for the Cavaliers on the bump, trying to get out of a jam here in the first. 1-1 coming home. That pitch grounded softly to second. Clay Crosley has it. Will flip it over to first, and the Cavaliers escape trouble. They load the bases as 1 out. Parton gets a strikeout and a ground out to end it, and that's how the first inning goes. If that is any sort of resemblance of how this Forest Acres Classic is going to go, it's going to be a lot of fun here in the Midlands. Don't go anywhere. Definite fiction. We'll be right back here for the bottom of the first. Dorman looking to strike here against Airport. Welcome back here to Forest Acres, South Carolina. It's going to be the bottom of the first. Dorman now looking to come back after a stark end of the first inning for Dorman. They loaded the bases and got out of the jam. Quickly, the lineup for Airport. On the mound, it's Graham Whittle. At the catching position, Bryce Jackson. First base, Cam Atkins. Second base, Isaiah Clemens. Third, Bryce Gillette. Shortstop, Hunter Epps. Left, Addison Kessler. That first pitch low and inside. Ball one against Pruitt. Center fielder, Millett Harrelson. And then right fielder, Shane Hanna. Leading off for your Dorman Cavaliers, or the Dorman Cavaliers, the senior Jackson Pruitt. Been one of the most reliable hitters for this Dorman team. He takes on Graham Whittle here to start his morning. Second pitch, fastball, high and outside, ball two. Forgot to unload the bases, as I said. It's a good job by Parton getting out of it. He loaded the bases off 2 hits and a walk, and then got a strikeout and a ground out to finish it off. That ball chopped over to third. Great play by Gillette, cuts it off. He'll flip it over to first for out number 1. So in that 2-hole, it's going to be Craig Crossley. He's the second baseman for the Cavaliers of Dorman. Airport, they come in as one of the best teams in the state, ranked at 7. They've never won the state title. Looking to try to change that right here. First pitch to him, that ball's fouled right back into us. Looking for my out button here. There we go. 0-1 pitch coming home. Fouled ball. It's now quickly 0-2 here against the senior Crossley. It's a right-handed pitcher on a right-handed batter here. Second right-hander Whittle's facing. Whittle's been phenomenal on the mound. The 0-2 coming home. That pitch lined into center field. Base knock for Crossley. Dorman, who've come out in full force, even from the upstate, have now responded to the Airport with a single of their own. Runner on first, 1 out, the exact same spot we saw back in the top of the first, and that will bring up Colton Earnhardt. Earnhardt, one of the best fielders here in this Dorman squad. Also been very reliable on the dish. 14 RBIs, takes a fastball low in the zone for strike 1. So this Dorman team, it's kind of been a weird stretch of the season for them. They're, as I said, they're picked at one of the, foul tipped in the glove, strike 1, or strike 2 rather. So they were picked really high to start the season. They're picked in the top, I think top 5. They were a very inexperienced team last year, got that year of experience. So far it's been up and down. Check swing, he got him, strike 3. Earnhardt said he went. And Whittle now is his first strikeout of the afternoon and or early morning. And now there's 2 gone here in the top or the bottom of the first. Excuse me, I've been trying to get all this stuff going on. The pickoff attempt to first. Crossley gets back in safely. And bring up the hulking DH Coleman Brown. Coleman, again, the best power hitter, one of the best power hitters on this Dorman squad. First pitch to him, fastball way outside, ball 1. So righty on righty here for the 4th battle Whittle is facing. Coleman has a homer, he has 11 RBIs, but he has 11 strikeouts. Whittle comes at him, fastball just a bit outside, ball 2. And 2 gone, bottom of the first, 0-0 score. Man on first for Coleman Brown. Runner goes, pitch high, swinging strike 2. Throw down to second, can't take it in as Isaiah Clemens. It's a stolen base for Crossley. Crossley now takes the Dorman lead here with 5 stolen bases on the season. It's 2-1 here against the cleanup hitter for the Cavaliers. Whittle comes home. Breaking ball stays high against Brown. It's ball 3, and his path opens up to first. Brown, not known for taking many walks, only has 4 so far this season. He swings at a 3-1 fastball in the inside part of the zone for strike 2. It's a full count. It's 3-2. I can't do the numbers here. Grounded over to second. Clemens. He'll field it on the down hop. Hard play. Clemens makes it, though, for out number 3. Flips it to Atkins. And that's how that first inning will finish. Both teams get a runner in scoring position. Airport got multiple. Both teams get out of their own jams. And it's 0-0 going to go into the second inning here on Definite Fiction. Before we go away, I'm going to put some music on in the background because I'm going to have to... We can't really show... we don't really play music here on this stream because we don't want to get monetized. So... put some music on in the background. I want to talk about our 2 sponsors. The first is the Big Red Box Company, operated by Kane and Dorsey. They're a dumpster company looking in the Midlands. They are a great option to go kind of move around, get some stuff out. And then obviously there's the Richland 215, as you see on your screen right there. There's a QR code for them. That's the Legion ball team I actually covered last summer. It's also put on by Coach Kane and Dorsey. It is located here in the Midlands. There's that QR code if you want to go sign up right now. A 215 offers a Legion team, and that Legion team they do a great job. It's a free, actually, baseball summer program. You know, most kids, they play travel ball that costs a lot of money, and or you want to play maybe some woodbat collegiate if you're a senior. Well, Legion offers some free baseball at a very high level. A lot of these players are some of the best undergraduate players in the state, as well as going to college if you just did graduate. So if you want to join a Legion team, maybe look up the 215 Coach Chris Dorsey, hit that QR code on the screen, and we're gonna move on here into the second. So I'll take that off the screen. I'm trying to work this score bug here for the first time in a while, so bear with me here. It's the top of the second inning here for Airport. Leading off will be the left fielder, Addison Keisler. First pitch from Parton here, fastball outside, ball 1. Parton, you'll wind, deal home on the right-handed hitter with swinging strike 2, or swinging strike 1 rather. I don't have that crutch there in the outfield. Scoreboard's not on here for the opening contest. It's a 1-1 count here against the left fielder. Next pitch, high sky in the shallow left center. Colton, he'll come off the insert, or the outfield grass, come in on the dirt and make the play for out number 1. So quickly, 1 gone here now for the pitcher, Graham Whittle. Whittle's going to try to help his own team out. And they had the bases loaded in the first. Parton was able to masterfully get out of that with a strikeout looking and a ground out to second. Whittle got a man over to second, but only gave up 1 hit in his part of the first. Now Parton to Whittle, swing strike 1, pitcher on pitcher, righty on righty. Whittle coming off a 1-for-3 performance in the last game against North Augusta. He's going to take a breaking ball right across Broadway for strike number 2. And it's 0-2 in this pitcher's duel. Parton, he'll wind, he'll deal, comes home, strike 3 looking, Whittle knew it. And Parton has his second strikeout of the game. And it's now 2 down here in the top of the second.
Stepping to the plate, number 6, the designated hitter, Landon Jeffcoat.
I'll bring up the DH. He's DHing for Isaiah Clemens. It's Landon Jeffcoat. Parton quickly working. First pitch to Jeffcoat, outside, ball 1. Jeffcoat hitting 9, but he's been one of the most reliable hitters for this Airport team. I think 437 as he fouls that one off the end of his bat for strike 1. Jeffcoat has a bunch of college interests, including Clemson, Coastal Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and Appalachian State. Jeffcoat, one to watch here for Airport as his team. No weaknesses. That ball grounded over to short. Earnhardt's got it. Whips it across the first. Low throw dug out by Jackson Wyatt for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the second as the Dorman Cavaliers now come up to bat looking to do some damage here at Falcon Field. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to Columbia, South Carolina for the bottom of the second inning. It's a 0-0 contest here. Airport now looking to try to close the door here on Dorman here in the second. Leading off, the 5-hole hitter Jackson Wyatt. He takes strike one on the outside part of the zone. The left-handed hitter watched it go by. Against the right-hander on the mound, Graham Whittle, who's come in dominant into today with a 0.81 ERA. Quickly working, second pitch, breaking ball across the zone, strike two. Whittle gave up one hit and struck out one in the top of his first inning, bottom of the first rather. Now comes the 2-0, bounces it on in there. Wyatt takes it off. Wyatt, the junior, doesn't get many starts at the dish. Only 7 plate appearances so far. He has an RBI and a walk. More known for his presence on the mound. He's behind 1 and 2. The pitch from Whittle coming home. That ball slapped into left field. Geisler going back. Got a read on it. He'll get under it and make the play for out number 1. So now it brings up the 6-hole hitter, Walker Jackson, the man behind the dish. He's showing off the leather behind the dish. Now he's going to look to see if he can do it at the plate here against Whittle. Walker, the USC Buford commit. Righty on righty. Whittle coming home. That sidearm action. Low inside for ball 1. Just missed for Whittle. So there's 1 out, bottom of the second, 0-0 score. Airport. Now the catcher, Jackson Wyatt, grounds one softly on the left field line, foul. 1-1 goes the count. Again, excuse my little raspy voice. It's been a couple rough days here with all the allergies for me. I've been drinking a lot of tea, so hopefully be back together by tomorrow. 1-1 from Whittle. Breaking ball right across Broadway. Strike number 2. Jackson could only watch. After Jackson on deck is the third baseman, Campbell Whitner. 1-2 coming home. Whittle, fastball outside. Jackson watches it. Ball 2. Whittle coming home. Got him looking. Strike 3. The fastball got Walker Jackson frozen. He wasn't expecting it, and the second strikeout for Whittle brings up 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Campbell Whitner, not Whitner. I apologize for anyone from the upstate. Just miswrote it on my sheet. Whitner coming in tonight off a 1-4 performance. Whittle brings home ball 1 outside as the wind now, big gust, picks up. Righty on righty. Whittle coming home. That ball grounded down the first base line. Fair ball. It's going to go into the corner. Whitner going to take a hard turn. He'll go to 2. Misplay by Shane Hanna in right field. Ball's going to get all the way back to the warning track. Whitner going around second. He'll get a triple standing up. How about that for some 2-out action? Whitner just goes over the bag, gets it into the right field corner. And there's now a man on third with 2 down here for the Cavs. I think that was a double, but we're going to say it's misplayed there by the right fielder, Hanna. And now Ian Thomas has a big chance to make some noise for the Cavaliers. Another left-handed batter here for Whittle. First pitch, breaking ball, stays inside. Whitner checks his swing and holds up. It's going to be ball 1. Whitner would love to get home with the first run of this game. Airport trying to keep it deadlocked at 0. Coming home pitch, high outside against the left-handed hitter. Ball 2. A lot of action. Not looking over at third. Now that pitch, hard grounder over to Clemens at second. He'll pick it up, get it to first for out number 3. And Whittle avoids that 2-out double, turning into a triple. They leave 1 stranded, and it's going to be 0-0 going to the top of the third here in Forest Acres. Don't go anywhere. A lot of action ahead of us, and what's looking to be a great game here between the Cavaliers and the Eagles. So here we go, top of the third, 1, 2, and 3 due up here for the Airport Eagles. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's been a phenomenal contest so far. Both teams got into some trouble in the first 2 innings, and both teams navigated through that damage. Leading off is the shortstop, Hunter Epps. First pitch from Parton to him, swinging strike one, and he blew the fastball on the inside part of the plate by Epps. Epps started this game off with a fly out to left field. However, Epps, the leadoff hitter, one to do damage. Has 3 RBIs in the leadoff spot, hitting .350. Next pitch to him, fouled that one right back into home plate, strike 2. Parton has given up 2 hits and struck out 2 in the first 2 innings of work for him. He's starting to settle down after loading the bases in the top of the first. He retired the last 5. 0-2, coming home to Epps, swinging strike 3, and Parton is locked in on the mound. Another strikeout for him. It's now going to be strikeout number 15, and out number 1 is brought up as the gust of wind are starting to come in, rolling hard from that left center fielder straight away center. Now, it'll bring up the left-handed hitter, Miller Harrelson, the center fielder. Miller had one of the 2 hits of the Eagles as he watches a fastball hit the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Miller, he singled to the right field. He got all the way to third before he was left stranded. Looking now to bring hit number 3 here against Parton. 1-0, bounces into the dirt, ball 1. Or ball 2, no, ball 1. I'm right. Sorry, there's no crutch over there in center. They don't have the scoreboard up, so I've been forced to have to look over. Harrelson, he's one to watch on the mound. Instead, trying to do it at the plate here. 1-1 just outside. The right-hander on the mound couldn't get it across the zone. It's going to be 2-1 here on the top of the third in a scoreless contest. 1 down here for the Airport Eagles. Now coming home, hard grounder over to the Dorman side. Foul ball into the dugout as get the kind of the wee motion. Everyone ducked at the exact same time once that ball found the dugout. So 2-2 as we're approaching high noon here in the Midland area. Beautiful day here across the Midland. Swinging strike 3. Parton has now 4 strikeouts and goes back to back, getting Harrelson to swing and miss. And Parton is finding his groove here on the mound. Looking good. So 2 gone for the 3-hole hitter, Cam Atkins. Atkins also had a hit. He doubled to left field in his last at-bat. The hulking righty now looking to try to do battle against Parton yet again. Takes a fastball inside for ball 1. Dorman there making the long trip from the upstate here for the Forest Acres Classic Airport. Makes the a lot shorter trip in this 11 a.m. start. See how it affects the Cavaliers. Parton misses inside for ball 2. So far, they're looking good after a rocky start. Looked like Airport could really kind of get some early runs on the board. Instead, Dorman shut the door very quickly. It's a 2-0 count from the righty on the mound, dealing fastball high inside. Gets Atkins to move off the dish, and now it's 3-0 here against the first baseman for the Eagles. Quickly working, Parton will come home. Fire fastball stays high. It's ball 4, and a 2-out walk for Parton puts a man at first.
Stepping to the box, number 11, the right fielder, Shane Hanna.
So Shane Hanna steps back up to the dish. He walked back in his first appearance. He was the final part of that 3-batter stretch for Airport that loaded the bases. But he was left stranded at first after Parton got out. Throw back to first high. Good job by Jackson White over there to bring it down. Okay, that ball could get to the dugout for Dorman instead. Keeps Atkins at first. Righty on righty. Parton will come home. That ball hard hit into left field. Thomas has an easy read on it and barely has to move for out number 3. It was aligned right at him. And Thomas didn't really have to move. Well, scoreless going to the bottom of the third. Great games here so far. Pitcher's duel in Forest Acres after the starts from both squads. Dorman will come up and try to see if they can attack this Airport Eagle team in the bottom of the third. welcome here back to Forest Acres, South Carolina. It's the 9-hole and 1 and 2 here for the Cavaliers in the bottom of the third. Scoreless contest so far, both pitchers looking good on the mound, and Lunsford takes one inside for ball one. It's been a good start here on the mound for Whittle. Just got in a little bit of trouble last inning, but got out of it as Lunsford fouls that one right into the airport dugout. Luckily, no one got hit. Lunsford, the sophomore, or the senior, excuse me, only 6 plate appearances here for him on the season. He's 2 for 6. Next pitch, inside, strike 2. Nice pitch from Whittle. He froze Lunsford. Whittle, the right-hander on the mound, has been dominant so far. Been looking good, and that's what really a trend from Airport here. Fastball just outside, barely missed. You can hear the Airport fans. Not sure where it missed there. 1 and 2 the count. But yeah, no, this Airport team coming in only letting up 1.5 runs per game, and a strike 3 swinging there on Lunsford. It was the first out of the bottom of the third.
Number 1, the center fielder, Jackson Pruitt.
Now I'll bring up Jackson Pruitt. Pruitt grounded out to the third baseman last at bat. Bryce Gillette did a great job of cutting off Hunter Epps at short. Took that ball in the infield grass and threw it across for Atkins for the first out. With this Dorman lineup, now Pruitt looking to try to get some revenge here against Whittle, who had a relatively nice start of the lineup, only 2 hits, as he brings a fastball outside against the right-handed hitter, ball 1. Pruitt, center fielder, short in statue. Number 1, though, on his jersey. Proving it why this season as he takes a strike breaking ball right across the heart of the plate. Pruitt, the senior, hitting .406 this year. One of the best hitters. That ball grounded right back to Whittle, who easily corrals it. He'll toss it over to first for out number 2. Quickly moving through this bottom of the third. Dorman, 2 up, 2 down. Clay Crosley has one of the 2 hits for the Cavaliers, trying to change it. Crosley, he singled into center field back in the first inning, got the second off a stolen base, but he ended his path right there after a strikeout and a ground out to end the inning for Whittle. 2 gone here. Swinging strike 1. Crosley looked like he wanted to hold up on that breaking ball, but couldn't hold back. Graham Whittle on the mound has 39 strikeouts coming into the night. He has 3 so far. Now looking to bunt. I think it hit the ball, but it came right at Crosley. It was going to hit Crosley. He's arguing his call with the official, saying he tried to bring it back. The umpire behind the plate says, no, you didn't bring it back. So it's going to be 0 and 2 on a dangerous ball there from Whittle. Luckily, no one got hurt. I think Crosley's trying to say, I brought the bat back. Third base coach trying to argue his point too here with the home plate umpire. And now he's going to talk to the first base umpire and the third base. So usually for high school games, what you're seeing here, we usually only get 2 umpires. For this tournament, we got all 3. We got a first base umpire, third base umpire, and 1 behind the dish. Usually in a major league game, you get 4. We get 3 here, which is a lot better than what we usually do in high school because now they can see more. So the home plate umpire, the crew chief of today, is going to call everyone together and see what they saw. It looked like to me Crosley did not get the bat back. I mean, it hit the bat rather. But, well, I thought at least it did, but I'm not sure. They're going to call it a strike and a foul ball. The appeal for the Cavaliers doesn't get across. So it is 0 and 2 here against the 2-hole hitter for the Cavaliers. Crosley is no slouch at the plate, though. Gets on base 41% of the time for Dorman. He's down 0 and 2. Whittle, the right-hander, deals home, swinging straight through the breaking ball, got him to swing through it. 3 up, 3 down. Whittle's first 3 up, 3 down of the game. He strikes out a pair in the inning, and it's scoreless going to the 4th inning. It's been some quick baseball here in Forest Acres, looking for a lot of fun in this Forest Acres Classic. Don't go anywhere. Well, actually, before we go anywhere, I'm gonna this is some new people joining. I'm gonna talk about our sponsors here, the Big Red Box Company, as you see on that screen right there. I'm gonna try to turn over the innings before I do anything. And the Big Red Box Company. So it's pretty much everything here in the Forest Acres Classic here on Definite Fiction is sponsored by Chris Dorsey. He owns the Big Red Box Company. It's a reliable dumpster company here in the Midlands. got a great commercial here to watch as soon as Jeff Rose comes back. Again, my main man, Jeff, he works that camera usually, but he has a job. I'm in school, so a little different. But yeah, Chris Dorsey, great man. He actually leads the next sponsor we're going to talk about, but owns the Big Red Box Company, Big Red Box Dumpster Company. Again, dumpster company that works across the Midlands. They're reliable, they're fast, they're helpful, and they're great with customers. Look them up if you get the chance. Then we're going to move over to the Richland 215. If you want to scan that QR code, you can get signed up today. The Richland 215 is an American Legion League. Now, you may think, why do you want to play Legion? Well, that's where some of the best players in high school play. Legion is a free form of baseball this summer, where some future college admits, and as well as some of the best high school players across the state will play their summers. You have players like Carew Bates, who now playing for College of Charleston, as well as for Airport. Corbin Wright played some Legion last year. So, again, a lot of fun, free form of baseball. Chris Dorsey runs the Richland 215. I covered it last year. Great way to play some baseball in the summer. Well, talk through that whole middle of the inning, so we're going to go to the top of the fourth. Still scoreless here in this first game of the Forest Acres Classic. It's been a lot of fun. Parton, after a rough start, looking kind of settling down and looking good on the mound. He's pitched 3 innings, and he's retired 8 of the last 9 batters, only allowing 1 double that turned into a triple for Whitener. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 here for Airport. Leading it off is Colton Earnhardt. Earnhardt, right-handed hitter, now squaring to bunt. That one's going to be low and away for ball 1, though. Earnhardt is one of the 4 strikeout victims taken by Parton. Or that's not Earnhardt, excuse me. I'm missing this. The gust of wind taking everything away from me. Swinging strike 2. Oh, it's Colton. No one. Oh, hold up. Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to loosen everything over here with this wind. It's Bryce Jackson behind the dish. Excuse me, I'm all over the place. Now, ball low, 2-1. All over the place here. As this 4th inning's getting underway. Wind is coming hard in from center field. 2-1 coming home to the right here. Grounded over to short. Colton Earnhardt, the man who I thought was on the plate. Got a high throw to first. That will go into the dugout. It's going to be a dead ball to allow Bryce Jackson to get to second. And here come the Eagles. A bad play from Earnhardt, one of the best defenders, sure-handed over there at short. Now Price has a man on second. They're going to say he gets 3 on the air. I thought it was only 2. And a quick pitch runner here going to come in for Airport. No, he's not getting 3. He's just going back to the dugout. Excuse me. Got a little ahead of myself. That's Charlie Jackson, who has 4 stolen bases for the Eagles. We're now just all of a sudden looking to break through. Parton, who's been great on the mound, now hurt with an error. See how this works. See if they can get out of it. It's Bryce Gillette, number 5 for the Eagles. Bryce grounded out back in the second. Now has a runner at second base in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the 4th. First pitch, he's going to square to bunt, puts a beautiful one down between Parton. Parton has the backhand, can't do it. That ball gets the short, he's going to take the turn. Coming home, Jackson play at the plate, not in time, and no one covers second. The roar from the Eagles starts it off as they lead 1-0. How about that for some theatrics? That was a base hit. But a beautiful bunt from Gillette. He actually got a second on that. Oh my goodness, and now Parton. And just a breakdown of communication for the Cavaliers. That ball got right into the shortstop because the shortstop Earnhardt went to actually go cover third because he expected Whitener, who was at third, to come and cover, or come and get that ball rather. Instead, that ball rolls to where nobody is. So Charlie Jackson, smart heads-up play, takes the hard turn and scores on that play. And that also allows Gillette, since the second baseman wasn't covering, to go to second. So Gillette basically trades places with Jackson. There's nobody out. It's a 1-0 Airport lead. You blink and you miss it. As the number 17 in the state strikes first here in the Forest Acres Classic. It's a long mound visit here from the Cavaliers. Trying to calm down Parton, who was looking phenomenal. But that error now comes back to haunt Dorman and Colton Earnhardt at short.
Number 14, the left fielder, Addison Kiesler.
So Addison Kiesler, he'll step in now. He's got a runner in scoring position, and now a 1-0 lead here for the Eagles, and they don't give up runs. We'll talk more about that when they get back in the field. Right now, Parton trying to have to calm down the troops, see what he can do. It's a righty on righty. Parton taking his time, looking back. Gillette at second. Now he'll come home squaring to bunt. That ball's behind. Or they're going to say it hit him. No, a dead ball. It actually hits Keisler. And here we go. Runners at first and second. Nobody gone. And Parton out of nowhere. And head coach Jack Jolly for the Cavaliers going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire. I don't think he thought it hit Keisler. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think it hit him either. Now they're going to talk about it again. Maybe hit him on the back arm, but it didn't look like it touched Keisler. So it's going to be a big mound visit yet again for the second time this game. We saw one back just an inning ago where Crossley thought he bunted, thought it hit him. And now they're going to give the base to Keisler. So first and second, nobody gone for this team in blue. Eagles have a big chance here to score and try to pile on some insurance for a team that only allows just under 2 runs a game. Very dangerous team with a lead. And here comes Graham Whittle, who could love to help himself on the mound. Wind coming hard in from center. Parton on the mound has 2 on and nobody out as he's going to call time as Whittle after Parton didn't even make a motion home. Whittle comes in tonight. He has a backwards, ugly-looking K on my score sheet. Looking to try to do a little better that time and get his 8th hit of the season. Parton yet to go home. Now he'll go back to second. Parton got a feel for the kid. A lot going through his mind. He'd retired 7 of the last 9 batters coming into this inning. An error and a bunt single, now a hit batter, has really messed with the psyche of Parton on the mound. Now he'll finally come home, squaring to bunt, swinging, strike 1. And Graham Whittle couldn't put it down. Or did they say he got it back? I thought he got caught bunting. I think it's a strike. I'm going to count it as one. If it's not, I'll keep it up in mind. Umpire's not helping me out at all. And Whittle steps out yet again. And after really Parton worked a lot quicker. You saw how he got into his rhythm, and now he's after the couple that hit, that error that hit Batman, he's really kind of come down. He'll throw back to second. Coming over as Crossley at second. He can't pick him off, though, as Gillette gets back in safely. And so now, even after the mound visit, Dorman looks a little rattled in the field. Well, really, Parton looks rattled right now. I hate to say it, but he's definitely got inside his head in this 4th inning. Squaring to bunt yet again, that ball way outside for ball 2. They're going to snap through down to second. Crossley does a great job of keeping that in the infield grass. Oh, my goodness. He dove over Gillette. I think that one was a ball. Even though Whittle got the bat back, but a great throw. Walker Jackson threw that one behind the runner, and Crossley to dive over and keep that one in the infield grass, keep the runner at second. This game is really broken down in the 4th. It was a 0-0 contest. Now it's 1-0. Runner right back to the pitcher. Parton can't get it. Now he mishandles it. Only play at first. He fires quickly to get the runner out at first. So Whittle does the job. A sacrifice bunt. Moves the runners to second and third. So London Jeffcoat steps into the dish. Now runners on second and third with 1 out. Just kind of, this game is broken down, and Walker Jackson, the catcher behind the dish, will come out and he'll try to now calm the troops after what's been a wild inning for Airport. It's a error, a hit, and a hit by pitch. That's how they've got 3 runners on and a run across. Now the 9-hole hitter, London, takes the breaking ball outside, ball 1. Parton didn't like the call. So excuse my voice, guys. I'm a little raspy from the last couple of allergy days, but I'll be with you guys for the rest of the week, so yeah, hopefully maybe get used to it. That pitch now low in the dirt, ball 2. Good job from Jackson to keep it in front. It's going to be 2-0 here against the designated hitter. Jeffcoat, he grounded over to short. Back in the second to end the second. He's 0 for 1. Looking for 2 RBIs, though. He has 18 on the season and has a homer. Got power to spare. Comes home that pitch from Parton, low inside, ball 3. And Parton has all of a sudden lost the zone. First base is open, but bring back the top of the Eagle order. Now coming on 3-0 pitch, fastball, got the zone, high outside corner. And you saw on your screen, Jeffcoat threw the bat back to the dugout. He thought it was ball 4. We'll see if that can help Parton try to get out of this jam. Got out of a bases loaded in the first, but he's got one run across now. Comes home the 3-1 to Jeffcoat. That ball skied in the right field. Lunsford's got it. He's going to settle under it. Tagging at third, Gillette. He'll make the play. Now the throw home is going to be off-centered, and it will be the second run of the inning. Jeffcoat delivers with an RBI, a sac fly. And that's the first earned run against Parton, and it's 2-0 Eagles. So runner did not go from second. Kiesler stays. So 2 out, runner at second. 2-0 lead here for the Airport Eagles. As the top of the order comes back, Hunter Epps. The man has only 3 RBIs, doesn't get many opportunities being the leadoff, but he's got a man in scoring position at second with a 2-0 cushion now for his pitcher. Parton trying to get out of this one after giving up his first earned run of the afternoon now, or early morning, still late morning. But we're going to call it pretty much early afternoon. Is that what it feels like in a beautiful day here in Columbia, South Carolina? Parton working into his 4th inning. That ball's chopped foul down the left field line. Whitener is coming over hard. And this inning all started with an error by the third baseman, Cole Nernhardt. He overthrew first. Let Bryce Jackson go to second where they pitch ran. Got that runner home off a bunt that got to where nobody was pretty much. Kiesler got hit by a pitch and he stays at second. And that sacrifice fly from Jeffcoat and a sacrifice bunt got to run home. That ball high, ball 1 from Parton. That's how this inning has gone. Just been a lot of it's not your typical inning, and it's what a way to begin the Forest Acres Classic, might I add. But Dorman now trying to calm down and shut the door on the Eagles here in the 4th after they've already given up 2 runs. Coming home, Parton bounces that one about 5 feet from the plate. We're going to call it a dead ball. The home plate umpire's going to come and talk to Parton. Oh, I see why, actually. My bad. It hit Walker Jackson. I wasn't paying attention. Looked like it hit him, hopefully, not too bad, but hit him around the head area. Dorman players looking on as a scary scene right now for Jackson. Ball was bounced in. It looked like it hit him up around the neck and chest and head area. I wasn't really sure. I didn't even see it hit him at first. Thought it was talking to Parton, but looks like Jack Jolly coming out to talk to his catcher and see if Jackson can stay in. Looks like he'll be all right after a short spree on the grounds. Good show of support from the Airport side as they're letting Jackson know that they're happy he's all right. We'll move the count back. It's still 2-0, 2 outs and a runner at second. And Parton going to give his catcher a couple warm-up throws, or a warm-up throw rather. So Hunter Epps the batter. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a flyout. He's ahead of Parton 2-0 here as the 4th inning rolls on. He's the 6th batter of the inning, looking to try to bring home his 4th run of the season. He hits .350, but he's 0 for 2 tonight. Can Parton strike yet again? And he'll look back. Instead of going home, he'll look back. Kiesler at second instead of digging to the plate. Hunter Epps does have that strikeout kind of bug. He has 19 on the year. Would not want solid number 20. Parton behind 2-0. He'll come home. That ball sky toward the right side. That ball will get the foul territory into the Dorman side. It will go for everybody, and no one gets it. But that is a strike nonetheless. Gets Parton back into this count. Again, just a weird inning so far for Airport. They've had pretty much everything go right, and Dorman just can't catch a break here. And right now it's a 2-0 lead for the visiting Airport Eagles. 2-0, coming home, 2-1. That ball hard hit to short. Earnhardt on the backhand. He'll throw it across the diamond. Got him at first. Earnhardt makes up for his error, makes a beautiful play at short for out number 3. And that will retire the side, but not before the Eagles snag 2 across home plate. 1 off a sacrifice fly, and 1 off of, I think, a hit, nonetheless. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 lead for the Eagles. Coming back on the mound is Whittle. Welcome back here to Forest Acres, South Carolina. We'd like to welcome you into the Midlands, whether you're coming from around the Midlands as well and or from the upstate. It's great to see you. My name's Alex Ross. I am the play-by-play announcer for AC Flora here on Definite Fiction, the home of the 2024 Forest Acres Classic. I want to welcome you in and invite you to join us for some baseball the next couple of days. Bottom of the 4th underway in a first pitch ball, I think, thrown to the 3-hole hitter Colton Earnhardt, who'd love to get one back for his team after they now trail 2-0 here after 2 runs, the top of the inning for Airport. Next pitch way outside. That is definitely a ball. I think it's 2-0 here against the 3-hole hitter, the shortstop, Colton Earnhardt. Whirls looked good on the mound. Now coming home here, fastball inside, just missed. Airport can't believe it, but it's 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Whittle, the right-hander, deals to the right-handed batter, throws one right down Broadway for strike 1. This game's been a lot of fun so far. It was a great pitcher's duel for the first 3, but Airport finally broke through, and Earnhardt swinging through a fastball low at the knees for strike 2. Whittle, after going down 3-0, has battled back and made this a full count. 3-2 coming home. That ball's chopped right back to Whittle. He'll come off the mound. Now he'll throw it a first. Hard stretch from Atkins at first. He got him. Out number 1. Great play from Atkins as Whittle kind of lobs it over there, but it works to perfection nonetheless. So Coleman Brown comes back to the dish. He ended the first inning on a ground out to second, the hulking right-handed batter. Looking for some anger to put out on a baseball here as Whittle greets him with a fastball outside for ball 1. Again, I'm working on a score bug and everything, so excuse me if it's a little delayed here. Ball 2, though, high outside. Again, this game is going to be radio cast. It's going to be every single game. I'll really only say this for that first day, but I'm going to call every game basically as you can't see the screen, so that's kind of how I have to get a job. Sorry about that. Oh, 2-0, another high pitch, and Whittle falls behind yet again, 3-0. Oop, not an out. Brown would love to grab his 5th walk of the season, but he watches one catch the outside part of the zone for strike 1 right around the waist. The junior, big number 22. 11 RBIs, gets on base over 50% of the time, and a hard swing, daddy hack if you will, through a fastball on the outside part of the zone, striking 2. So after 2 straight counts where he fell behind 3-0, Whittle has now battled back in both. It's a full count here on Brown. Coming home the pitch, hard foul ball from the right-handed hitter, he'll stay alive. So this Airport team, they don't really surrender leads. They're 15-1 coming into the day, only give up 1.5 runs per game. They score almost 10. They lead it 2-0 as Brown fouls the 3-2 back yet again. Trying to stay alive. This Dorman team, they average around 6 runs per game. Looking to try to get back to that 5A state championship, which they haven't done since 2018. Coming on, full count pitch, swinging through a breaking ball, strike 3. Great pitch from Whittle. That's strikeout number 5 for the starter. And now there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Brings back up Jackson Wyatt. Jackson, the first baseman, a great stretch earlier. But he had didn't really attribute to one of the years, but unfortunately he got tagged with part of that as he checks his swing. Strike 1 goes by from Whittle. To righty on lefty. Right on the mound, left-handed batter for Wyatt. He flew out to left field to begin the 2nd inning. He swings through another breaking ball, and Whittle, as everybody guessed it, including me, he's ahead 2-0-2. After falling behind his first 2 batters 3-0. He's ahead 0-2. That pitch hard fouled on the left field line. Foul ball into the forestry here at Forest Acres. The wind's really picking up here as the tent got blown down over the right field, behind the right field fence. As that wind's coming hard now from left to right across the diamond. We haven't really seen many fly balls this game, so it's hard to see if they get knocked down. 0-2 coming home. Fastball doesn't get him looking. It's ball 1. Good eye from Wyatt. That ball just missed. Whittle, the righty. Wheels, deals home. Swinging strike 3. Got him on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the 4th, and Whittle looks phenomenal with his 2-0 lead. We will go to the 5th and a 2-0 lead for the Eagles as the wind coming in hard here at Forest Acres. Don't go anywhere. Dorman looking to try to bounce back here in the 5th after a rough 4th. Welcome back to Forest Acres, South Carolina. Top of the 5th is on deck, and a new pitcher here for Dorman. Honestly, my favorite part of this tournament is going to be how these teams navigate pitchers, since you got theoretically 4 games to play over 4 days. Well, that brings in a man who only has 1 appearance this season. It's Alex Peak, the senior, the right-handed pitcher. He starts against the left-handed Miller Harrelson and greets him with ball 1 on the outside. So what an interesting thing here. Interesting thing again, it's just how these navigate pitchers. Peak doesn't have many appearances on the mound as he gets some swinging strike 1, foul tip back into the glove, and the wind is really coming in now from that outfield to the infield. And again, the wind's really picked up here over the last inning and a half, but no fly balls yet to show for it. That pitch low inside, ball 1 against the left-handed hitter. My notes getting blown around right now, not ideal. Well, so far that for the final stat line for Braden Parton, pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 unearned runs. They were both unearned from the air. He gave up 3 hits, had 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit by Pitt, and hit someone in the back. Right now, it's a 2-0 lead for Airport. It's a 1-1 count here against Harrelson. I think it's coming home that pitch way high outside, ball 2. As the gusts start coming in strong here, right on my papers. It's righty on lefty Peak, trying to come in and help Dorman secure this. And they trail by 2-0. It's ball 4. I was behind the pitch. There you go. So ball 4 and a leadoff walk here for Peak.
Airport, the first baseman, number 8, Cam Atkins.
So runner on first, nobody down for the right-handed first baseman Cam Atkins. Atkins, he walked in the third and has a hit. A double back in the first. He's 2 for 2 this afternoon and or early morning. I'm not exactly sure where it is. Oh, we are afternoon now. Atkins has a man on first, and he has the 2-0 lead. He's yet to hit with that lead, but he's hit right in the back. On cue, Peak has a walk and now has hit a batter, and there's 2 on, nobody out. Not what you're looking for, and a quick come to talk to their pitcher. Again, the senior only has 1 appearance so far through the first 13 games here for the Cavaliers. And they may pull him already, I'm not sure. It's a 2-0 lead for Airport. They had a wild inning. Both those runs have now been, from both sides, have been unearned. Thought they could have given 1 to Parton, but they opt not to, so we'll rock and roll with what we have. But now that last inning went for Airport, and this is a wild one. Started off with an error from the shortstop, Earnhardt. Then it was a single from Gillette that brought in the pitch runner from second base. That pitch runner was Charlie Jackson. They're going to let Pete continue in. Then they're going to have a hit batsman, Kiesler, stolen or sacrifice bunt from Whittle, moving Gillette to third, sacrifice fly from Jetcoat before the ground out to end the inning. Wild inning from Airport nonetheless. Now there's 2 on, nobody gone here in the bottom or the top of the 5th. Or the bottom, no, top of the 5th. I haven't changed that inning yet. My fault. Peak will look back at second. Well, Peak has 1 appearance. It had 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, and 3 earned runs with 1 strikeout and 4 walks. The senior now comes in, has walked 1 and hit a batter. 2 on, nobody out, top of the 5th. Squaring to bunt Hannah, but instead Peak looks back. So now Dorman has a little idea with what Airport wants to do here. All that's really changed is Jackson White and Campbell Whitener, the first baseman and third baseman, are on the infield grass. Middle and third is still a double play depth here against the 4-hole hitter Hannah. Peak will come home. He'll square to bunt down that third base line. Hard hit. Whitener charges. He'll throw on a hop to first to the second baseman Crossley for out number 1. But Hannah does a job and moves both runners over. It's now second and third, 1 out. Great bunt from Hannah. You've seen this Airport Eagle team. They're playing some small ball here, and it's working to perfection. Did the exact same thing last inning. We'll see if now Bryce Jackson can do the exact same thing Lana Jeffcoat did and get a sac fly and or better to bring home a run. Jackson comes in now to the 5th inning. He reached on the air to start that wild 4th inning for Airport, and he was a strikeout victim in the first. So technically someone that's kind of happy to see Parton go, however, even though he did some damage against Parton in the same time. First pitch to Price, high inside against the right-handed hitter. It's going to be ball 1. Price is committed to Francis Marion here. This year has 1 homer on the year and 13 RBIs. Got 2 runners in scoring position with 1 down in the top of the 5th. Next pitch coming home to him. Breaking ball catches the zone. Strike 1. Great pitch from Peak. Ball started looking right at Jackson and broke right across the heart of the plate. Infield is in for the Cavaliers when they won 1 count. They trail by 2. Peak comes home, ball in the dirt. Great job from Walker Jackson, who got hit last inning. He went down for a bit before staying in the game. Does a great job of showing he's all right and slides in front of that one. It's 2-1. Price against Peak, righty on righty, the Eagles. They average around 10 runs a game. They only have 2 through 4 innings. Peak will wind. He'll deal home. That ball hits Bryce Jackson. And now bases are loaded in the 5th. A courtesy runner going to come in. It's going to be our favorite man who came back in and letting a go. Charlie Jackson will come in for the catcher. Well, Peak has some rough trouble with some music on in the background. Can't exactly play, and he's going to be done. He only recorded 1 out. It was on a sacrifice bunt. Had no hits, but all 3 runners on bases are attached to him. It's a pitching change coming here for the Cavaliers. I'll tell you more about him right when we come back. It's a 2-0 lead for Airport, but they have the bases loaded at the top of the 5th. Welcome back here to Forest Acres, South Carolina. Top of the 5th, there's 1 down, but the bases are juiced for the Eagles, the Diamond Eagles, if you will. But right now, Bryce Gillette on, 1 out, bases loaded, and Dorman brings on Cross Jenkinson. If you need a guy to get out of an inning, this is the man you do it. 7 2/3 inning pitched, has given up no earned runs and 7 strikeouts. Comes in a really tough spot here after Peak loaded the bases. Jenkinson, first pitch, breaking ball, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the game, Jenkinson. Welcome to Forest Acres. Scenery starting to change here a little bit. It's just past high noon, and the Oceanside Collegiate Land Sharks are starting to file in for game number 2. Airport, they lead 2-0. That breaking ball fouled back. And just like that, Jenkinson's ahead 0-2. Jenkinson in the last game went 1 inning and had 1 strikeout. No earned runs for the junior. He's ahead on Gillette 0-2, who has singled and grounded out in his 2 plate appearances so far. Pitch now low and away. Great job from Walker Jackson. He slid all the way past that left-handed batter's box just to keep that ball from going to the backstop. Kept a run off the board. So it's now 1-2 here for the Cavaliers. The right-handed pitcher Jenkinson working against the right-handed Gillette. Comes home, that pitch softly grounded up the middle. That's going to find a hole, a base hit. 1 run will score. Gillette getting the windmill around third, and he will score. Atkins from second. 2 RBIs, single from Gillette. Has now break this game open. It's a 4-0 lead here for the Eagles. The team from Columbia, South Carolina, does the damage. And they now lead it 4-0 in the top of the 5th. Here live on Definite Fiction in the 19th Annual Forest Acres Classic. Well, the wind, again, picking up. It's been picking up off and on all day. Brings up Addison Keisler. Keisler got hit by a pitch last inning. That breaking ball goes over his head. And it pulled a great bat, as you heard the head coach maybe pull the bat down. Keisler pulled that bat down, let it be ball 1. Would have most definitely been a strike, but he actually got low and that avoided the hit. 1-0, breaking ball way outside against the right-handed batter. It's now ball 2. Kiesler yet to record a hit today, but he's got a runner in scoring position over at second. It's the pitch runner Airport has used all day so far, Charlie Jackson. He's got some speed over there. We'll see if he tries to move. No bunt attempt there as the ball 3 low inside. There is a bag open, but it would load the bases yet again here in the 5th inning for the Eagles. Cross Jenkinson yet to surrender a run of his own this year. Trying to get out of this jam. Here comes the pitch, breaking ball outside, ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk to Kiesler. Loads the bags yet again.
Stepping to the plate, today's pitcher, number 10, Graham Whittle.
Well, as you heard, Graham Whittle, the pitcher, is loving this right now. He already had a 2-0 lead coming into the inning, and now there's more damage up happening. Another man getting warm here for Dorman. That's Aaron Sturgill. The Cavaliers, as I said, coming into this inning, it'd be interesting to see how they work around these pitchers, since it's a 4-day affair here in the Midlands. They trail 4-0, infield on the grass. Bases loaded for the pitcher. Righty on righty. First pitch, curveball, gets the inside part of the zone. Strike 1. Nice pitch there from Jenkinson. Whittle only has 5 RBIs this year. Has 2 runners in scoring position, and the base is juiced. It's a 4-0 lead for Airport. Jenkinson comes home. That bunt, it's going to be a suicide squeeze. It's going to get down. It's going to get past the third baseman, Whitener. Now they're going to have a man caught in the pickle. Gillette took the hard turn, and he's going to go out of the baseline, going to get him out. The runners will move up smartly. But a run comes across on a sacrifice bunt that works to perfection from Whittle. It's now 5-0 Eagles here in the 5th. That's a wild sequence of events. It was a bunt that was a beautiful bunt that got down from Whittle. Coming home to score was that pitch runner over at second. Oh my goodness, the wind is now howling from behind me. It just does not want to say what direction wants to come. Charlie Jackson was over. So that ball got down. Runner came home to score, but Gillette kind of took the hard turn, got thrown out in a pickle at second. Now there is Kiesler over at third and a pitch runner, number 20, over at second. I'll get you that name in a second as Landon Jeffcoat steps in the dish. Cross Jenkinson has one more out to get here. That pitch low inside, strike 1, looking against the right-handed pitch hitter. Great pitch there from Jenkinson. So that pitch runner over at second, number 20, that is Caleb Eubanks. Pitch to him, swinging strike 2. It's going to be fouled ball, though. The dead ball, both runners stay in place. Jeffcoat had a sacrifice fly back an inning ago. He also grounded out to the shortstop in the second. It's a 5-0 Airport lead. They played it 3 across so far this inning, looking for more with 2 down here. Righty on righty. Jenkinson comes home. That curveball skied in the shallow right. Long run for Lunsford. He comes in. Now it's going to be a second baseman Crossley as that ball is batted down in the air. Will make the play on the infield grass for out number 3. But the damage has been done. Airport, they played 3 across and now lead it 5-0 here as we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Well, I'm going to put some music on in the background and talk about today's sponsors here with you guys. First one's the Big Red Box Company, owned by Buchanan and Dorsey. They're a reliable dumpster company, great with customers, reliable, fast, quick, everything above. You guys need anything moved and or some trash thrown away, hit up Chris Dorsey in the Big Red Box Dumpster Company. It's www.bigredboxcompany.com and or 803-738-6834 if you want to contact them. They do a great job of everything and more. They moving company, a container company, dumpster company, yes, everything. Well, we're going to talk about another company Chris Dorsey owns. That's the Richland 215. It's the Legion League. So if you ever played some Legion baseball, it's some free baseball over the summer with top-class competition. It's free, and you get some great college graduates who are going to play baseball at the next level, and you get some of the greatest kids in the state who are playing high school baseball. If you want some competition, look no further than the Richland 215 Legion League. Hit that QR code on screen, and it'll send you right to that link where you can go sign up on the spot. Well, that's enough from me. We're going to head back to the action and go to the bottom of the 5th inning, where Dorman desperately needs some runs, but Graham Whittle has looked dominant, only allowing 2 hits today and 6 strikeouts through 4 innings. He stays on the mound and will get 6, 7, and 8 here for the Cavaliers.
Dorman, the catcher, number 2, Walker Jackson.
Well, Walker Jackson had a scare back a couple innings ago with a hit when he was playing catcher, now trying to get a hit at the plate. Jackson is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He chops it over to short. Epps comes over, slides, and makes the play. Nice throw out from Epps, making it look clean as a whistle for out number 1. I didn't change any of the innings over, so excuse my fault. It's the bottom of the 5th, and that's the first out of the inning. So you blink and you miss it, but Campbell Whitener, he hit a double down the first base line that was mishandled in right field by Hanna, so it turned into a triple. He was the last base runner for the Cavaliers. First pitch to him, the sidearm just missed from Whittle for ball 1. And that ball hard hit down the right field line, but it will go way foul. Again, Sturgill still warming up in that Cavalier bullpen. No movement from Airport. So again, they're a phenomenal pitching team and a great hitting team as well. This team one to watch in 4A. That ball chopped right back to the pitcher. Whittle gets off the mound, makes the play high, throw it first. Atkins corrals it and tags him out for out number 2. Well, you blink and you miss it, Airport. 2 down quickly off of 3 pitches here in the bottom of the 5th, and the Cavaliers are in trouble. Ian Thomas will now try to bring the Cavaliers last-ditch hope here in the 5th. Thomas is 1 for 8 on the season coming into the night and is 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. The left-handed batter watches ball 1 go high outside. Whittle, the righty, winds, deals, fouled off behind the backstop there for number 16. Whittle sets, he'll fire to home, that ball, fastball low inside, ball 2. Whittle, he has 26 innings pitched over 5 starts. He averages around a little over 5 innings pitched. He's working right into his 5th right now. Be interesting to see how far Whittle goes. That ball hard hit to second base. Clemens picks it up and gets it the first 3 up, 3 down for the 3rd straight inning. And Whittle has settled in here in Forest Acres, retiring the last 10 batters for the Eagles. They lead at 5-0. We're going to go to the 6th inning here in Forest Acres at the Forest Acres Classic. Don't go anywhere. Definite Fiction has all the action for you over these next 4 days. Welcome back here to Falcon Field in the Midlands. It's a 5-0 lead here for Airport at the Forest Acres Classic, the opening game of the 19th Annual Forest Acres Classic. Airport comes up to bat with a 5-0 lead here and a new pitcher for the Dorman Cavaliers. That's number 5, Aaron Sturgill. Sturgill has 5 innings pitched over 5 appearances for the Cavaliers, giving up 3 earned runs on 3 hits and has 8 strikeouts. The right-hander will get 1, 2, and 3 here for the Eagles, including leadoff Hunter Epps, who watches the curveball get across the plate for strike 1. Hunter is 0 for 3 tonight with a ground-out, fly-out, and strikeout. The trifecta of outs. Curveball swinging straight 2. Beautiful pitch from Sturgill. Again, Dorman using their 4th pitcher of the day. It's going to may come back to haunt them later in this tournament. Right now, they trail 5-0 as Airport, looking dominant on the mound. That pitch fouled off. Hunter Epps, just a defiant swing, just staying alive, kind of poked the bat out, and it worked. Epps is prone to that strikeout. He has 19 on the season, as I've mentioned. Sturgill looking for good old number 20. The pitch, swinging strike, but it's low in the dirt. Drop 3. Epps got some speed, and he'll dig down to first. So a drop 3/3 strike. Not how Sturgill wanted to go, but it gets Epps at first. And he will take that all day. So Miller Harrelson now. He'll get the shot now with a man on first and nobody out. It's a 5-0 lead for Airport. The Eagles, they don't relinquish leads. They only average 1.5 runs a game. And right now, they're on pace to try to get their 10. Merrill Harrison. He's walked, he has a hit, and he struck out as he watches a ball go low for ball 1. Pulls that bunt back. It was a bunt attempt. That third baseman, Whitener, is in on the grass. He's been busy over there with all the bunt attempts the Eagles have gotten. Pickoff attempt from Sturgill back to first, but Epps slides in safely. It's a lefty at the dish, right-hander Sturgill on the mound. Epps, he can go if he wants. That breaking ball stays outside for ball 2. Epps easily leads the team with 12 stolen bases this year for the Eagles. He's a threat to go. We'll see if Harrelson will hit for him. Now another pickoff attempt to first. That ball just got back in time was Epps. A good throw and a good tag from Jackson Wyatt. Just couldn't get him. The senior on the mound trying to get his first out of the 6th, but before that, the 3rd time he'll try to pick off Hunter Epps. Instead, he's late. And if you're thinking about going anywhere after this game, don't. I know you guys are Airport and Dorman fans. We had a great matchup on deck. It's the Oceanside Collegiate Land Sharks and the River Bluff Gators. Hard hit right to center field. 2nd hit of the night for Harrelson. Epps will have to hold up at 2nd as Pruitt gets the ball in quickly. So 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the 6th, and the Eagles starting to strike consistently and hard. Cam Atkins will look to do some damage here in the 6th. He has recorded a hit, and he's walked and got hit by a pitch. Trifecta of ways to get on base for Atkins. We'll see if he can do it again here against Sturgill, who has now allowed the first 2 runners aboard even after he struck out Epps. Instead, he'll look Epps back in. Epps has 12 stolen bases. He can go at any given point. However, when you have the team leader in RBIs and Cam Atkins at the dish, it may be foolish to try to get any unnecessary outs right here. First pitch to him, Atkins will show a bunt. It's going to be a strike on the outside part of the zone. It's righty on righty as Sturgill going against Atkins here. And there's Jeff Rose. Maybe he may move the camera. No, never mind.
I gotta go back to work.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Here, this is for you.
oh thank you. The saint of a man brought me a Coke and some Chick-fil-A and a cooler. Missing a good one, Jeff. It's a 5-0 Airport lead after.
Listening to it.
You listening?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun here. Airport looking just as good as advertised so far. Well,
Waters, body armors, and then Monster Rehab.
thank you.
So you have like caffeine source, the sugar source, and
Thank you. First pitch breaking ball. Nice pitch. Strike 2. Beautiful throw from the pitcher, Sturgill. Again, if you guys are just joining us for the first time, Jeff actually runs Definite Fiction. I'm just the voice behind it. However, I'm a student. He's an actual employee, meaning he has to work and I can get it off. Coming home, 0-2, low fastball, doesn't get the zone. Good eye there from Atkins, who doesn't chase the 0-2. I think the 2-2, rather. And there's no scoreboard, so I'm just kind of going on my own. Airport 5-0 lead, 2 on, nobody out in the top of the 6th. The Eagles looking for more as the RBI leader now. They got Hannah in a pickle. Hannah took off for third, high throw. He gets into third safely. They had him dead to rights, but instead of working, it's not Hannah, it was Epps. They threw it back to second. They had him off the bag, but they couldn't get that throw down. It was a high throw to Whitener. Now second and third, nobody out. Just a back-breaking play for Dorman, who can't seem to catch a break this game. Airport doing everything right, including the little things. So now Atkins has 2.
Go Cam, protect it, buddy.
2-2. Atkins watches a ball, breaking ball, stay outside for ball 3, and it's a full count here. 3-2. First base is open. You don't want to put any balls across the plate where the top RBI player and then one of the best hitters in this tournament. At the dish. Sturgill, he'll come home. The pitch, low, ball 4. Good job from Walker Jackson to stay in front. Oh, it is 1-2, rather. Thought I missed the ball, so now it's full count. I thought that, I guess that first one stayed outside, so, or I guess he kept the bunt across the plate instead of that ball staying outside. Thought he got it back in time. I was wrong. So, full count pitch. At second base, a large lead there over at second for Harrelson. There's no one covering, though. Now he'll throw home curveball. Got him looking. Strike 3. Sturgill paints and freezes Atkins for the first out, and a big out at that. So it's technically his second strikeout of the game. However, only out number 1 after a drop third strike. So Shane Hanna will get his crack now at Sturgill. Again, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the second base runner, Harrelson's taking a lead basically halfway down the line. It's right in front of the shortstop, Colton Earnhardt. I'd wonder if you're Sturgill, you just look over and throw it over to short. At some point, it may just be a smarter idea just to get him out. I mean, there is a fast runner over at third with Hunter Epps, but if you just throw it to the shortstop, who's pretty much right in front of the runner, it creates an interesting situation for Airport and may break down. And now they're talking to the catcher, Jackson. He may be done for the day. I wasn't sure what happened. It looked like it was a good pitch and just a fine play, but they may bring him out. So it's going to be a player change here for Dorman. I'll get you more on that when we come back. Hopefully Walker Jackson's all right. As a new player for the Cavaliers, they trail 5-0 here in the top of the 6th. We'll be right back on Definite Fiction. So welcome back to Forest Acres. That man behind the dish, probably should have mentioned this earlier. I knew I was forgetting something. Mitch Wilson. So you think it's going to get any worse for Dorman? Think again. Mitch Wilson's a North Carolina commit. Probably trying to save his legs for the rest of the tournament. First pitch to him. Curveball low, ball one. The batter at the dish is Shane Hanna. Yeah, Mitch Wilson, a very dangerous player here. He's not having the best season so far, but one to watch behind the dish. He'll be one of the best players in the tournament if he can get it going. Airport leads 5-0. Dorman, Sturgill trying to get out of it. That ball grounded over to short. Hanna got it home, and now got Epps in a rundown. Throw it back to third. He's safe back in there. Everybody's safe. Fielder's choice works exactly as executed, and Shane Hanna gets the first. The speed of Epps has been fully on display this whole inning for the Eagles. As he should have got thrown out at second, should have got thrown out at home. Instead, he gets the third and twice safely. And Dorman's wondering what they got to do to get out of this inning, as there could have been 3 outs, all 3 of them on Epps, to be honest, but can't get him out. This kid he's Houdini over there. Well, bases are juiced now yet again for the Airport Eagles. Bryce Jackson, he had him juiced an inning ago, or no, he didn't. He actually juiced him an inning ago, but he came home to score after he was hit by a pitch. Curveball right across Broadway, strike one. Beautiful breaking ball from Sturgill, who's done everything you can ask for and more. He just can't find a way to get out of the inning. Infield is in for the Cavaliers. Second pitch, swinging strike two. The curveball was in the dirt. And the UNC commit grabs it behind the dish. It's an 0-2 count. Sturgill looking for his second out of the inning. Comes home, pitch, fastball low and away. Ball one. Great eye from Bryce Jackson. Not one to offer. Instead, keeps in the at-bat here. Jackson, he's a patient hitter. Only 4 strikeouts in his year so far. And he has 6 walks with 13 RBIs. Got a couple more staring at him. Now swings through a pitch. Strike 3 in the dirt. It was a drop third strike, but first base was not open. So that's 2 gone now in the top of the 6th. Great play there from Sturgill, who technically has 3 strikeouts right now. Just there's a drop third one. So now Bryce Gillette will get his crack at Sturgill. Gillette had a 2 RBI play last time. It was a single, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He brought the Airport lead to 4-0. Now that pitch hard hit over at second, played perfectly by Crossley. He'll just go step on the bag. It was a hard run from the Shane Hanna at first, but he couldn't beat out Crossley, and that's how it'll end. Tough play there for Sturgill, but he gets out unscathed after some wild plays. 6 batters come up. They lead the bases loaded for the 2nd time today, and Dorman, they're chasing 5, will go to the bottom of the 6th. But before we do that, I'm going to put some music on in the background and tell you a little about our sponsors, you know? Done it all day so far, trying to do it every couple of innings just to keep y'all updated. So, we'll rock and roll here with the Big Red Dumpster Company. It's a container and dumpster company that works in the Midlands here in South Carolina. It's run by Chris Dorsey. They're great with their customers. They're reliable, and they are very, very well responded. A lot of 5-star reviews there for Coach Chris Dorsey. And why I say Coach Chris Dorsey? Well, we got the second company today, Richland 215. They're a Legion League. They're a Legion team in the South Carolina Legion League. So Richland 215, they are the Legion team for the Midlands. They run from Forest Acres, South Carolina. They take in teams from AC4, the host team for this Forest Acres Classic, as well as RNE and a couple others like Ben Lippin and Hammond. Well, I'll save all that stuff. What you need to know is a free form of baseball this summer for some of your kids. Got players like Corbin Wright, who played Legion last year from Airport, and it's a full of some of the best talent in the state. Some are seniors returning for high school, as well as some players who just graduated, going off to college. Hit that QR code, get signed up right now, and you can join the 215 Legion team, or for Dorman, go join your home Legion League. It's a great way to get some training in and get some of the best competition this state has to offer. But turn that music off as we'll go to the 6th inning. Take that off the screen for you. Dorman in need of some offense, but they've been able to crack Graham Whittle, who's retired the last 10 batters here for Dorman. We'll see if Lunsford can do it. That ball sharply hit the left side. Hunter Epps on the backhand. That ball slips out of his glove. The great backup from Bryce Jackson works. I'm going to rule that as a hit. I think he would have beat it out nonetheless. We'll see how they rule it on the screen. I'll wait for it. But nonetheless, a runner at first, and Whittle as his first base runner since the 2nd inning. And that'll bring up the senior Jackson Pruitt. Pruitt 0 for 2 with a ground out to third and the pitcher in his 2 plate appearances so far this afternoon. The sidearm Whittle comes home, pitch outside, part of the zone, strike 1. Pruitt, he's trying to break through Whittle, who has been phenomenal today so far. 5 innings, 2 hits, and 6 strikeouts for Pruitt. Or not Pruitt, for Whittle. Now a pitch off attempt to first. He got back in safely, though. That is Lunsford over at first still. So they're ruling that as a single on the official stream, which I agree with. So that's the 3rd hit now allowed by Whittle today. Next pitch in there, low and inside. Ball 1, 1-1 the count against the right-handed batter from the right-handed Whittle. Whittle, this is his 6th start of the year. He's up to 31 innings pitched. It's the round where he goes, but there's no stir in the airport bullpen. That ball softly ground over to Whittle. Now it's going to be bought by Epps. He'll have to come in, fire to first. He can't pick it up at first. It's in the dirt. Atkins can't get it. It will allow Lunsford to go to 3rd. And here, just like that, the Cavaliers have some life in the 6th. It was an error by it looked like Epps. I'm not sure if it's an error on Epps or if it's an error on the first baseman Atkins, because it was technically like a low liner, but that ball kind of sunk in the dirt. It didn't skip off the dirt. So it's an interesting play. We're going to quick mound visit. Can't make the stream monetized. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to put some music on. We'll be right back here on Forest Acres. So this play you just saw was ruled as an error on Hunter Epps. So 1st and 3rd, nobody gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Dorman has his best chance, and on cue, Crossley, hard hit right into center. Harrelson's going to have a read, but it will work as a sacrifice fly as Wyatt Lunsford will come home with the first run for the Cavaliers. And it's an unearned run at that, but the Cavaliers have some life here. They now trail 5-1 here for the Forest Acres Classic.
Number 7, Colton Earnhardt.
So Colton Earnhardt, the shortstop, he has an error so far tonight as well, but he'd love to hit one home. There's 1 on and 1 out against Whittle, who's been phenomenal at the plate. First pitch to him, runner goes. That ball hit through the left side of the infield, base hit. Hunter Epps was going to cover 2nd. That ball was hit exactly where it was, and here comes Dorman catching another break. It's a hit nonetheless, and the Cavaliers starting to come alive here in the 6th. And right on cue, Bryce Jackson going to go talk to Graham Whittle, who just has gotten unlucky. It was an error to start the inning. It was a single from Lunsford, and that was an error from Pruitt. And a sacrifice fly brought home a run in that first hit, 2nd hit of the inning, as Whittle has 4 hits attached to his name. And now number 5 for the Cavaliers step in. It's Aaron Sturgill. He'll stay in to hit for the DH Coleman Brown. Sturgill, a right-hander. He digs in. That ball skied in the right field. Shane Hanna's got a read. Wind's coming in. Ball moves around. He gets under it, makes the play. Now a tag up. That ball on the line. Did he get him at 3rd? Oh, my goodness. Shane Hanna throws a dart from right field. Bryce Gillette plays the tag. And Pruitt is thrown out at 3rd, and that will end the inning. Oh, my goodness. Take a bow, Shane Hanna. How about that to end the inning? Play of the day so far here at the Forest Acres Classic, and a tough break for the Cavaliers. It's a 5-1 lead. Dorman plates 1, but Airport ends the threat, and the 6th will go to the 7th. It's going to be a 5-1 ball game here on Definite Fiction. welcome back here to Falcon Field here at AC Flora High School. It's a 5-0 lead for the Airport Eagles as we lead off the top of the 7th. Last chance hope for Dorman to try to stop and get some runs. If you're just joining us, you missed a great play by Shane Hanna in right field. The kid lined out a man on the mound, Aaron Sturgill. So Sturgill will come back to the dish after a rough start and greet Addison Kiesler with a inside fastball for a strike. I'll take the music off now. Music finally stopped playing here at the Diamond. 0-1 coming home quickly from the right-handed pitcher, now in the dirt, ball 1. Sturgill, after a kind of a rocket inning last time, he had a couple errors. An error led to a couple runs, or not a couple runs, but a couple base runners, a strike 2 swinging. A couple base runners, but Aaron Sturgill got out of the inning with a strikeout and a ground out. He's now ahead of the 7-hole 1 and 2. Coming home, that pitch hard, chopped over to Whitener. He's going to stay back, and he mishandles it. Another error for the Cavaliers, allows Keisler to board. And Sturgill just can't, he's just pitching for Dorman. Unfortunately, he hasn't got a lot of help from the field. It's like the third error for the Cavaliers in the field on that left side of the infield, really. So now Graham Whittle can continue to help himself out. He got in some trouble last inning with first and third with nobody out. Only let up 1 run off that. It was unearned, might I add, since from the air. We'll see if he can help himself out. First pitch, he squares the bunt down that third baseline. Whitener charges in. He feels it clean this time and fires the first for the first out. But the second sacrifice bunt of the night, or the day for Whittle, moves Keisler to second. It puts another runner in scoring position for the Airport Eagles.
6 for the Eagles, the designated hitter, London Jeffcoat.
As you heard, London Jeffcoat now steps up to the right-handed side of the batter's box for the Eagles. He has a sacrifice fly with an RBI back in the 4th, but he has a pop out to the second baseman and a ground out in his 3 plate appearances. First pitch to him, breaking ball low, ball 1. It started right at Jeffcoat and then broke low. Good eye from Jeffcoat not to bite. It's a 5-1 lead for Airport. 1 out in the top of the 7th, the last inning of this first game of the Forest Acres Classic. Next pitch, curve ball right across the heart of the plate for strike 1. Beautiful pitch from Sturgill, who's been looking sharp on the mound today for the Cavaliers. After him, it's Hunter Epps on deck. He was moving around the base pass last inning. He's a sight to watch. Now next pitch, that ball chopped right in front of the home plate. Didn't hit it. The catcher's going to throw it over to first for out number 2. They ruled it a fair ball. Great play there from Mitch Wilson behind the dish. I don't think he knew how that ball didn't hit home plate, but the sharp instincts behind the dish gets him out at first. It will move Keisler over to third after the rare 3-2-3 ground out. And now Hunter Epps is the last chance hope for the Eagles to try to count some more runs. Epps, after he reached on a drop third strike last at bat, as his first time reaching the base, and you saw how fun he could be on the base pass last inning. First pitch to him, low, bounces in, gets away from Wilson, and that will allow Keisler to come home and score the 6th Airport run of the game. Sturgill, wild pitch allows number 6 in the Airport. Eagles stretch the lead back up to 5. It's 6-1 for the team from Columbia. Well, Hunter Epps is ahead 1-0 here with nobody on. Sturgill will get to wind up again and throw home. Hard hit in the right center field, going over Pruitt and Wyatt Lunsford. Now Lunsford makes the play in right center. Great jump from both Pruitt and Lunsford to get that hard out. It was a great hit from Hunter Epps, but that will do it in the 7th for the Eagles. They're up 6-1. Dorman has one last chance to try to get some runs back. It's 5, 6, and 7 for the Cavaliers at the bottom of the 7th, with Whittle coming right back up. Welcome back to Forest Acres, South Carolina. Put the music behind me as the music keeps playing. If you're just joining us, can't allow the stream to become monetized, so we're having to keep this background music on because not many stream people are fans of the music we get played here. But last chance hope for the Dorman Cavaliers. Jackson Wyatt leads it off. They're chasing 5 here in the bottom of the 7th. Graham Whittle looking for a complete game would be a no earned runs, rather one hit as he greets the left-handed hitter with a fastball on the outside part of the zone for strike number 1. Whittle working quickly, the right-hander throws one in the dirt for ball 1. So I know you guys are coming from around Columbia and from the upstate. If you want to stick around, next game is Oceanside Collegiate and River Bluff. 2 teams that you guys will be playing, actually. Dorman will play Oceanside tomorrow, and Airport will play River Bluff. That pitch, curveball, beautiful pitch from Whittle. Breaks all the way across the plate and still catches the zone for strike number 2. Jackson Wyatt so far this afternoon, 0 for 2 with a punch out and a fly out. That ball he watches stay in the dirt for ball 2. Good eye from Wyatt, doesn't bite. On deck is the UNC commit Mitch Wilson. Dangerous as always. Looking for his 3rd home run of the year, if he can get one. Whittle, 2-2. The right-hander comes home, sails one to the backstop. No attempt even made by Bryce Jackson. This is a full count. And it's hard for any ball. You saw that ball hit from Hunter Epps last inning. That ball got knocked down in the wind. So, see if this one happens. 3-2, what you gonna do? Comes home, right down, no, low, ball 4. And a great at-bat from Jackson Wyatt. That was a no-out base runner. So, unfortunately, I don't have stats from last year from Dorman. They didn't do a great job of putting them up for me, but Mitch Wilson this year, not what you're looking for when you talk about a UNC commit. Only 146. Now a hard ball ground on the right side of the infield. It's this by the second baseman Clemens. An error. He'll take it though. Wilson on base. And there's 2 on. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Still no movement in the Airport bullpen. It'll be interesting to see if they try to do anything with Whittle, who's working into his 7th inning now. He's been brilliant tonight. No earned runs, allowing now 4 hits, and he has 2 walks. I think a walk tonight. So pitch running over at first is Mitch Powell. He replaces Mitch Wilson. And now at the dish, Campbell Whitener. Whitener, hard hit up the middle. That's going to be a tough play for Epps. The speed, he steps on the bag at 1, throws it across the diamond for out number 2. Hunter Epps. Watch out for him in this tournament. This kid, beautiful playing, a double play. The 6 unassisted over to first. He made it what it looked like from experience. I mean, I did play baseball back in my day. It wasn't as good as these guys were, but I mean, what a ball that should have been a hit turned into a double play. Now there's quickly 2 gone in the 6-1 lead, and the last chance hope is Ian Thomas, the left-handed left fielder. First pitch to him, fastball stays up around the letters for ball 1. I mean, goodness gracious, that ball was up the middle. Looked like it was going to get through. Hunter Epps closes the gap, steps on second, throws it across the first. There's 2 gone here for the Cavaliers. That ball weakly grounded over to the right side of the infield. Atkins comes over to field it. He can't field it cleanly. A run will score, and an error will allow what looks to be Jackson Wyatt to come home with the 2nd Dorman run of the day.
Number 14 for the Cavaliers.
So Thomas keeps him alive. Now there is a runner on first with 2 gone for Wyatt Lunsford. It's Wyatt Lunsford, and then the order turns around. Whittle has given up 2 unearned runs here. Now he'll pick off over at first. Thomas gets back in safely. Dorman not known for their speed around the base pass, so Thomas has not attempted a stolen base all season. And right now the Cavaliers are chasing 4 with 2 down here in the 7th. That ball skied in the right center field. Going to be a tough play. Hannah will come in, call everybody off, and he'll make it for out number 3, and that will do it. That's a final, folks. Airport, they win this one by a final score of 6-2 here against the Cavaliers in the opening game of the Forest Acres Classic. Well, been a fun game all the way around. A lot of unearned runs, both starters looking good. Graham Whittle went 7 innings, no earned runs, gave up 2 earned runs. Had 4 hits and 6 strikeouts in the win today. The loss goes to Braden Parton. 4 innings pitched, 2 unearned runs were given up, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. That will do it. Airport is 1-0 here in the Forest Acres Classic. Dorman falls to 0-1. Both teams are in action tomorrow. I don't think I'll be there for either game because I have class, unfortunately. But Airport, they will return here and they will play River Bluff, the defending 5A champions. Dorman will play the defending back-to-back 2A champions, Oceanside Collegiate. Well, y'all, next game starts in about an hour. It will be Oceanside Collegiate and River Bluff, 2 phenomenal teams in the state of South Carolina as well. Then it will be followed up by Dutch Fork and Miller. And then, of course, the nightcap, the hosting AC Florida Falcons will take the diamond for the first time in this tournament. They will play the Brooklyn KC Bearcats. That will do it from me. My name has been Alex Ross. It's been a pleasure joining you tonight on Definite Fiction, or today. Again, come back. I'll be here all week, including, well, for you guys, probably I'll be here on Wednesday and on Thursday for Championship Day. Hopefully I can see both of you guys back here yet again. It's been a lot of fun for Forest Acres. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Again, come and stay.